All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're tackling a question that can be, well, pretty frustrating. Why do so many incredibly smart people really struggle with money? Have you ever just stopped and thought about this? I mean, you're smart, right? You work hard, you can wrap your head around really complex stuff. So why doesn't your bank account seem to reflect all that brain power? It's a maddening question, but the answer? Well, it's a lot more interesting than you might think.
Okay, first things first, and this is so important, this isn't your fault. You are not bad with money. The truth is, you're playing a game where the rules are literally designed to use your own brain against you.
So, there's actually a name for this whole thing. We call it the smart broke paradox, and it's really the core of what we're going to unpack here today.
You know, we have this deep-seated belief in our culture that if you're intelligent, wealth and success should kind of naturally follow. But for millions of us, the reality is this huge, frustrating gap between what our brains can do and what our bank accounts look like. And this explainer is all about understanding why that gap is there in the first place. To really get this paradox, we have to start by looking inward. Let's dive into what's happening inside your own head. Because frankly, your brain's operating system was built for a completely different world than the one we live in now. So, meet the main character in this story, the dopamine loop. Now, this isn't just about feeling good for a second. This is the fundamental circuit in your brain that drives all of your habits. It's this powerful, ancient system of cue, craving, response, and reward. And modern technology has gotten scarily good at hacking it. And look at how simple and automatic this is. A little notification pops up, that's the cue. Suddenly you want the thing, that's the craving. The system makes buying it totally effortless. Just one click, that's the response. And for a fleeting moment, you get that little hit of pleasure. That's the reward. This entire cycle can happen dozens of times a day, a lot of the time without you even consciously noticing. But there's another huge piece to this internal puzzle: decision fatigue. Every single choice you make all day, from what shirt to wear to how to phrase an email, it all drains this limited mental battery. And that means the more decisions you make, the worse you actually get at making them. This analogy is just perfect. Seriously, just like a muscle, your willpower gets exhausted. After a long day of work, after making hundreds of little choices, your brain is just looking for the easiest path forward. And that's exactly when you're most vulnerable to that finely tuned dopamine loop we just talked about. But here's the thing. It's not just about what's going on in your head. There are massive external systems designed specifically to exploit that wiring. They know how you think, and they know exactly where your weak spots are. I mean, come on, we've all been there, right? You just open an app to look around, and 20 minutes later, you're staring at a full cart thinking, wait, what just happened? That wasn't an accident. No way. That was the result of a system perfectly designed to overwhelm your tired decision-making muscle. And this chart right here shows you the core conflict. It's a total mismatch. Your brain evolved over millennia for one thing: long-term survival. That means conserving energy and avoiding danger. But the commercial systems we swim in every day, they are optimized for one thing and one thing only: the short-term transaction. They want to grab your engagement and create a fake sense of urgency, which flies directly in the face of your brain's natural instincts. And here's exactly how they do it. Frictionless payments remove the mental ouch of spending money. Those little "only two left" messages, that's fake scarcity designed to trigger your fear of missing out. Buy now, pay later schemes disconnect the pleasure of getting something new from the pain of actually paying for it. It's a full spectrum assault on your willpower. Okay, so what do we do? How do you possibly fight back against all of this? Well, this isn't going to be about simple budgeting tips. It's about getting a tool that's way more powerful: insight. Look, the goal here is not to make you feel guilty or to paint these companies as evil villains. The goal is to pull back the curtain. Because once you understand the game you're in, you can start to play it differently. Awareness is absolutely the first, most critical step. It's not some new app, it's not a complicated spreadsheet, and it's definitely not about just trying harder or having more willpower. So what is it? And this is it. This is the key takeaway of this whole explainer. You are never going to have more data or more A/B testing or more processing power than the systems you're up against. Trying to beat them at their own game is a losing battle. The real win comes from understanding your own system, your triggers, when your decision fatigue kicks in, and how your dopamine loops work. Self-awareness is your superpower here. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Stop trying to make the perfect financial decision every single time. It's exhausting. Instead, focus on building simple systems that make the right choice the easy choice. For instance, if you know you impulse shop on your phone late at night when you're tired, a simple system is just charging your phone in another room. That's it. You're building a defense that protects you from your own predictable vulnerabilities. So understand the game and then start redesigning your own rules. What's one small rule you can change for yourself starting today?